Is it always camera? Is higher than the recommended bitrate. Well, what bitrate do you want me to stream at then, YouTube? Doesn't make any sense. It simply boggles the mind. How is the bitrate? I'm actually genuinely curious. Because if it's stuttery, I guess it's alright. I'll check.
I don't remember the last time things were this hectic.
Can you believe we have to register to enter the city?
I heard the Malborn have spies in the city. Maybe that's what all the fuss is about.
Can I even change my bitrate? Very curious. Can, okay. Let's try 4,000. A good good. Anyways, where we are. Where is this lore book? Oh, there it is.
Will we have a new face? You'll need to speak with Vice Canon Rondar. It's for your own safety, I assure you.
Why? What's going on?
In a word, murder. You've arrived at a delicate time. Pray you don't bring more troubles to our doorstep. The Vice Canons would know of any newcomers.
I am under suspicion?
Should you be? Speak to Vice Canon Rondar in the Guild Halls, and stay alert. You wouldn't want to be the next victim.
I'll speak to the Vice Canon Rondar then.
Tarry no longer. The Vice Canons await your introduction in the Guild Hall.
What is a Vice Canon? I mean, that's what a stupid question, but I'll ask it.
The Vice Canons represent each of the Pact's territories, Skyrim, Morrowind, and Black Marsh. Each were forged in the Akaviri War, and are competent in both strategy and diplomacy. Together, they oversee the safety and prosperity of Shadowfen.
Who are the Vice Canons?
Vice Canon Rondar hails from Skyrim, and is the most vocal of the three. Vice Canon Servina came from Morrowind after the Pact's unification. Vice Canon Haytamine is also a relative newcomer to Black Marsh. Her history may be in question, but her aptitude certainly is not.
What can you tell me about Stormhold?
Interesting town, isn't it? It's the largest in Shadowfen and one of the few places you'll find Dunmer architecture. Legend has it the Hiss conquered the Aliens who once lived here. Complete nonsense, but an amusing story nonetheless.
I mean... Is it though? Is it nonsense?
With happiness when an Argonian hatches.
I saw strange lights coming from
Oh,
Ten
what have I done?
I thought it was deserted.
Well, that was a big move. Ow.
Is it true Tonville sacrificed himself to seal Zadawa away?
You'd think the gods would have found something.
Found the killer? No? The bounty pays when you do.
One of your aides told me to speak with you.
Edina did her best to scare the leggings off you, did she? Did she say whoever catches the murdering snowback is in for a nice pile of shiny gold coin?
Tell me where I should start.
Here's a list of the victims' families. They may know if their kin had enemies. If you can prove whoever's behind this, come find me for your reward.
Comrade, a word.
If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. No more drinking. My head's splitting. My mouth feels like a cagoody nested in it, and I'm in serious trouble. I don't suppose you'd care to help out a down-on-her-luck chef, would you?
How can I help?
Go back in time and cut out my tongue. No, then I wouldn't be able to taste my wonderful cooking. Last night I made a terrible bet with a hunter friend of mine, Vinaza. I told him cooking was art and hunting was peasants' work. He took offense.
Tell me about the bet.
I boasted I'd hunt Shadowfen, collecting ingredients from exotic animals. An aelit's heart, a kaguti's ribs, eggs of a giant wasp, and delicious mud crab claw meat. I'd meet him in Hismir and prepare a feast to prove it. But I can't hunt.
I'll hunt these creatures and meet you in Hismir.
That's one of the problems. I know you can find these beasts all over Shadowfen, but I don't know where. And I'd get killed if I went roaming around the swamps. You'll have to ask Vinaza, but don't let him know I sent you.
How do I do that?
Just appeal to his vanity. The old lizard's pride got me into this. I don't see why it shouldn't get me out, too. He's probably just outside the city hunting. That's what he does all the time. Thinks he's the greatest gamesman in Shadowfen.
By the way, what are the terms of your bet?
Don't ask. What I have to do if I lose, oh, it doesn't bear thinking upon. Just know that if I lose this bet, I'll have to stay drunk for the rest of my life to live down the shame.
What? Eh?
On your way, stranger. I have no patience for small talk.
I'm here about the murders.
About time the vice cannons do their jobs. Ireland's body lies captive in the mortuary. I can't even see him, let alone bury him. Why all these ridiculous delays? Dumak, take this accursed town!
Who would want to harm Arlen?
Shadow Scales. Who else? He spoke out against the Argonians, and rightly so. He was targeted for having the courage to say what we all think about them. I'm no bigot, but if you ask me, the world would be a better place without those scaly fetchers.
You'd think the guards would have found something by now.
What? You expect them to do their jobs? Ha!
Sorry, can't help you. Sane's running the shop while I mourn my brother.
I'm investigating the murders.
Finally looking into my brother's death, eh? I get it. I'm sure you and your vice cannon pals had better things to do than your jobs. Naldin wasn't the brightest star in the sky, but he didn't deserve this.
Who else would want to cause him harm?
Most of Stormhold. Naldin ran up a lot of debts. He also picked a lot of fights with the lizard skins. If the Shadow Scales didn't get him, it's because someone else moved faster.
I heard about
Pardon my tears. I recently lost my wife and... I'm sorry. Can I help you?
Could you tell me about your wife?
Ironi and I always believed in the Pact. We came here to build a better life with Argonians and Nords alike. Some of my people blame the Shadow Scales. But what would they gain from her death? We treat everyone the same. It makes no sense.
Vice Canon Rondar asked me to look into her death.
Thank the gods! She's in the mortuary, which they keep locked. But Aroni made those locks, so I have the master key. Here, take it, please. Find out who did this. Don't allow her to become a symbol against the Pact.
Look at them, prancing. Well, you're a Blue Reed and Yellow Pete. From out of town, yes? Yes. You're in luck, Blue Reed. Gold runs dry on long journeys. But I've got just the thing to moisten your purse.
What are you asking exactly?
Mercenaries roil Stormhold's waters for no good reason. They move amongst my people, swaggering and taking what they will. Strange they never bother the Dark Elves, yes? None here lift a claw to stop them. But you aren't from here, and I have gold.
What do you want me to do?
Encourage them to leave, Blue Reed. How you do it is your concern. Then I fill your purse, yes? Perhaps you should pretend to consider a purchase. Or perhaps you should consider a purchase, hmm? Such prices, unheard of in all of Stormhold.
I'll talk to the mercenaries.
The mercenaries only make things worse with the Dark Elves. Better if Stormhold is one happy family. And if you plan to start a family, might I suggest a vial of powdered Kaguti horn for heightened potency? No? Your loss.
We should throw dice for gold. Interested?
Heard the Shadow Scales aren't taking any more contracts.
Shh. You think no contracts means no ears in town?
Have we met? No. Then walk the other way. Looks like you can see the future.
I do what I'm paid to do. We've got to earn a living. How are you going to do that from the bottom of the swamp?
What could the Dominion want with a dead hiss?
Want to see my knife? Then keep talking.
What does a dead hiss look like?
Dead.
I was thinking the same thing about your teeth.
It's like it's born backwards. When it dies, it turns into an egg. Or so they say.
Sounds like someone's been in the swamp too long.
You're the one. Seems we need to have a chat about Doubts the Moon.
Where is he?
Said he stirred up trouble with some mercs and had to leave town. Asked Duskscale to take over his shop permanently. Mentioned you too. Said he'd pay you extra for your silence. Said you were smart enough to take a hint.
Getting old is no problem, but the alternative is a lot worse.
What hope is there for me? You there! Please, I have an urgent message! Gethys Omabar sent me. It's about his wife, Ironi.
Is something wrong?
Gethys saw Ironi, alive. He watched her enter their home on the other side of Stormhold. He asked you to meet him there as soon as you can.
I'll meet him there.
Praise Vivek. Halva found you. Whatever's in my home, it isn't my wife.
What happened?
Ironi. My Ironi. She's gone. I know that. But when I saw her enter our home, I had to find out how she'd returned. That's when she stabbed me. If that Argonian hadn't leapt between us, she'd have finished me off.
Argonian? What Argonian?
I don't know. But he tried to save my life. They were still fighting when I crawled out the door. They both moved so fast. Please, help him remove that imposter from my home. Don't worry about me. I'll soon see my true Ironi.
I'll do what I can.
Vice Canon Hrondar is indisposed. He informed me you've been assisting us in our recent troubles. Are you any closer to discovering the killer?
From what I found, someone's been framing the Shadow Scales for the murders.
Then we can concentrate our efforts elsewhere. Many will blame the Shadow Scales regardless, but our concerns are greater now than scapegoats. I fear the true culprit struck again, though I pray I'm incorrect. When I said Vice Canon Hrondar was indisposed, I spoke half the truth. He's missing, and I fear it's the work of our killer. This is why Vice Canon Servina and I request your utmost discretion in recovering Vice Canon Rondar to us.
What can I do?
Listens to water is one of our little fish, our eyes and ears. He signals when he possesses urgent information for the Vice Canons. A short while ago, we received his signal. Be swift and silent as currents in a stream. Speak with Listens to Water on our behalf.
Where can I find him?
Look for the mud huts. Don't ask for him by name, or he'll think you a debt collector. Remain discreet. If Listens to Water found the scent of Vice Canon Rondar, follow it until its end.
See what he knows.
I saw strange lights coming from Tenmar Wall. I thought it was deserted.
Daedric ruins are never deserted. Stay away. You know what's coming.
This guar gives its life so we may have meat. Now I give you my time. Why?
Excuse me. I need help with my hunting. I was told to talk to you.
Oh? Do the winds speak my name? Or the birds? Or is there perhaps someone else who told you to speak with me? My adroitnosity is known throughout the fen, of course, but it whispers only to its creatures, and me, of course.
A cook named Engwe. She told me not to tell you.
What? Ah, the rivers grow torrentious stories of her perfectitudinousness. Let me guess.
Is that even a word?
She's asked you to hunt for her, fearing to brave the fen she so easily mocked while in her cups. Go ahead. Ask your questions. I will deal with her later.
I need to know where to hunt the creatures of Shadowfen.
The Fen speak to me readily about their bountinosity of beasts. Please, ask me about any of these and I will stupendify you with my knowledge. But know that most beasts of the Fens can be found anywhere, if you are wise enough to find them. Interesting, but deadly insects. They can be found singly or in swarms. Beware the Wasp Queen. She has a mighty sting, and is often protected by her lesser drones. Wasps dwell mostly in the venomous fens, the southernmost region of Shadowfen. Mudcrabs live all over the world, but the sweetest of the hard-backed beasts live here, in reticulated spine. The foul-tempered creatures can be found all along the northern region of Shadowfen. Larger and more deadly predators than the Kaguti, Aelid hunt the venomous fens along the southern edge of Shadowfen. Be careful. These beasts carry a disease called ataxia. You'll find yourself staggering and weak if you let them bite you. They are two-legged predators, more aggressive than guar, and similar in some way to Aelids. They eat anything they can fit in their large mouths. To hunt them, search the central regions of Shadowfen in Leafwater.
I spoke to Chornicus today. He didn't seem to recognize me or even wish to speak to me. We're egg brothers. We went our separate ways, but our bond has always remained. I noticed Chornicus entering and leaving the old Silenorn, whatever that word is, ruins. Others have as well. Oh, hello. Oh wow, hello. You're absolutely right, son. Oops, it's all Mary Dominion.
I'm hurt! Go around! Scatter! Flank! Now!
Shaw's bones, it's good to see you. The Dominion right under our noses. Damned insidious. I have to warn Servina and Hetamin. Quick, untie me. Yes, but I've been here less than a day. Some of Stormhold's citizens were here longer.
Hello.
Held in the alcoves nearby. I'll distract these
The
Dominion
Red Gamer?
snowbacks.
What a name.
Would buy you time to free the prisoners. Meet me on the surface.
Read the prisoners. Sure, lead me to this crap. I'm doing all right. How are you? There's one.
I owe you my life.
Of course you do.
To the side!
Yeah. The wrecked old man Dominion scum! Alright, so just need 2 more. God. I can breathe fire too.
Spread out! From the sides!
Is this your first first time watching me stream? Just a general question. Hello? Or is this your first stream in general?
You did it! I'm free!
Oh god. Nice. Well then welcome in. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Oh, first time watching you.
Free at last.
Me. Well, that's... I'm flattered. Thank you. But yeah. Who else? Who else have you watched? Just curious. Oh god. Nope. 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 I'm out of stamina. Nope. Fools. One-handed increase to level 38. That's good. Just people from home country. Where are you from? Do you know where? Yeah, where are you from? I'm basically in the U.S. I live in the U.S. So But I'm curious to see to hear where you're from.
Gods, it felt good.
Or are you
to
from
bury
the
an
US
axe in
too?
their throats. From the prisoners trickling out, I trust you enjoyed yourself as much as I. Did you free them all?
Yep.
I'd be
Indiana.
better if the damned
India,
ruins
nice.
beneath my feet weren't infested with Dominion. We've posted guards until reinforcements can wipe them clean. You kept this city from tearing itself apart. Stormhold's in your debt. If the Dominion sent a large force to infiltrate Stormhold, they must have a camp somewhere in Shadowfen. It's time we take the fight to them.
How is India? I've never been to India.
Tenma Walk, a Daedric ruin southeast of here. It's big enough to harbor a substantial enemy force, and close enough to trouble Stormhold. Besides, my scouts report signs of activity within. I'll take a regiment to Tenma Walk. Don't want to take any chances. You freed me from the Dominion's clutches before those skin-stealing milk drinkers could kill me and wear my face. Of course I could use your help. Meet my regiment at Tenma Walk. Keep your blades sharp. I'll find a way to turn you loose on the Dominion.
Okay. That completes that. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I stream every so often. When I can. I stream every once in a while. That's good. Yeah, I stream every once in a while. I don't stream often, but when I do, I just relax. Relax, play games, do whatever suits my fancy. Mostly Elder Scrolls games. Mostly Elder Scrolls games, like Skyrim, right now I'm doing an Oblivion playthrough, so I'm not really streaming Skyrim or Oblivion right now at the moment, but I'm trying to catch up on ESO because heaven forbid there are so many chapters in general that I need to catch up on. But yeah, I stream all sorts of games, at least the games that I own. Hello. Get out of here. I rode right into those guys. We're out. I'm not getting rid of everybody. They're fun games, especially when it comes to modding, but modding the game is fun. Yeah, modding the game is fun. Definitely. Wait, why am I attacking a large one? What? Yeah, I would highly recommend Skyrim to start out with. Because Oblivion Oblivion, to be honest, can be rather difficult for new players if you don't know what you're doing. But yeah, I say I would start with Skyrim. Definitely. Yeah, definitely, man. Of course, there's also Morrowind, as well. There's Morrowind, Daggerfall, and all of them are on Steam. So, but if you're playing Daggerfall, I would recommend the Unity version of it, just so to avoid any bugs. So yeah, pretty much all of the mainline Elder
Many
Scrolls.
blessings upon you for saving me.
Basically, all the mainline Elder Scrolls games are on Steam right now. So, but in terms of like Daggerfall, I would recommend getting the Unity version of it, just because there's so many bugs with the original Daggerfall. But yeah. Aggroed? What the heck? Alright, man.
Keep still, or the worm cult will spot you. What are you doing here?
Passing through. Why are you hiding from necromancers?
Be still. Their patrols are everywhere. Chieftain Sulak leads Stillrise Village. She'll tell you more than you want to know about the necromancers plaguing our home. And keep your head down, will you?
Our scouts let you through, yes? You have courage to visit Stillrise Village despite the necromancers who torment us.
Tell me about these necromancers.
The worm cult necromancers encamped nearby raided our village last night. We trapped 3 of their lieutenants inside our huts, but they refused to surrender.
There are worm cultists in your village, eh?
Our scouts call them Gorag, Felra, and Dragwar. We tricked them into the cellars below our huts and bolted the doors. Perhaps you can convince them to surrender. If you confront them, Stillrise Village would call you a friend.
Take care of them.
Our warriors guard the huts where the cultists are trapped. Unbolt the cellar doors to gain access. So far, they've refused to see reason. If it must come to blows with their lieutenants, I understand.
Why would the worm cult raid your village?
Stillrise Village keeps to itself. Because of this, they think we'd make perfect slaves.
Your skin is a strange color. Are you ill?
My what? Oh, we're Kothringi. After the Great Plague from decades past, I fear Stillrise Village is the last of our people.
Leave us be.
More bones for the pile!
We've lost so much already.
If you won't bow to us, you'll die the final death.
You're down, one to go.
Fortune doesn't favor the Kothringi. Better to suffer in silence.
Will you even bleed when I cut you?
War Chief Halush's runners told me the worm cultists wouldn't surrender. Unfortunate, but no fault of yours. Still Rise Village is in your debt. In truth, I feared the worm cult lieutenants went to our cellars on purpose to work dark magics from within our village.
What dark magics do you fear?
Wow. You've proven yourself a friend of our village. As a friend, we'll entrust you with our secret. It's simpler to show than explain. Please, do not be alarmed. Fear not. We're the same people we were before we gained this affliction. Years ago, a terrible sickness swept through our lands. I had to do something to keep my people safe. It's why I made a deal with the Daedra.
You bargained with Daedra. Which Daedra?
Before the sickness, our miners uncovered an old temple to Clavicus Vile. When we were dying, I sought the Daedric Prince of Bargains to save our village at any cost. I begged the Daedra for immunity to the sickness. You can see the cost.
What does this have to do with the worm cult?
Last night, the cultists stole the Soul Gem Array, the relic holding our spirits. In time, they'll use it to enslave us. We mustn't become thralls of the worm cult. Shaman Chira has a plan to stop them, but it will require your aid. Please, speak with him.
You're the one who killed the worm cult's lapdogs. Chieftain Sulak told you the worm cult stole the Soul Gem Array, yes? Once they discover its secrets, they'll enslave our entire village.
Chieftain Sulak said you had a plan.
Yes, if it isn't too late already. When Clavicus Vile cursed us with his hollow existence, he placed our spirits in the Soul Gem Array. It must be recovered.
Recover the Soul Gem Array.
Easier said than done. The energies protecting the relic kill living creatures who touch it. But there's a way. Make an offering to Clavicus Vile, and the Soul Gem Array will think you're one of us. Then take this totem. War Chief Halush can let you inside the Daedric Prince's temple. Once inside, place the totem upon the blood fountain as an offering to Clavicus Vile. I fear there's little time before the worm cult discovers the secrets of the Soul Gem Array. Be quick before they add us to their ranks. Yet another.
Welcome back.
This body won't fail me. Can you say the same? Eternal life is full of advantages. No need to pull your blows when training. What do you need, stranger? That fool thinks worm cultists can sway the proud warriors of Stillrise Village, does he? I'd say the man lacked a spine. I couldn't see it for myself. We have no hearts to fill with fear, or blood to run cold. No blow is mortal. We're unstoppable.
Then how did the worm cult defeat you?
We can't die. We can fall for a time. It's how the cultist overpowered one of Shaman Chira's acolytes and stole the Soul Gem Array. Here's the temple key. When you're done, bring it to Acolyte Morag. And tell her not to lose this one too, would you?
Cursed, not a... Cursed. Yes, these are cursed people. This is a cursed tribe. I'll do it.
A shame you're flesh and blood. I'd let you train.
Yeah, they're cursed. Technically speaking, of course.
thoughtful, but I can't accept it without providing one of my own. I know. I'll share the same gift I gave Stillrise Village. Now you can play Skeever Wicket with your own skull.
So there was a plague. No, that's fair enough. So there was a plague that swept through the village, and so the shaman basically made a deal with one of the princes, basically the only prince that could get basically any prince can, you know, relieve them of the plague, but she saw it a bargain with the Prince of Bargains himself, Clavicus Vile. And so Clavicus's way of basically, you know, handling certain things, anything really, is to give them like legit solutions to their problems, like legitimate solutions to their problems. You know, like, and so basically they said, oh yeah, well I'll just make you skeletons.
Shaman Shira told me to expect you, but wait, something's off. Beyond your flesh and blood, I mean. Sen's blessings. The curse upon you is temporary. You can safely recover the soul gem array. I'm positive. Shaman Shira and I studied the curse for decades. This is Clavicus Vile's way of being playful, I suppose. Though I don't presume to know the intentions of any Daedric prince.
But yeah, so basically Clavicus Vile cursed the tribe, or quote unquote curse the tribe, in order to relieve them of the plague, so.
No, despite what War Chief Lushk would tell you, sheer force can pummel us into the ground. Without Shaman Shira's magic, my bones would still be in the pile where the worm cult left me. Lousy mushroom nibblers. Healing magic works. We often use magical fonts recovered from the temple, like the one next to me.
Yeah, but I never really trust any Daedra
another.
Because
the rest are inside the temple. You're welcome to use them while you're still underfed.
Pretty much all of the Daedra are evil beings, basically, and you shouldn't trust them.
Lucky for us, I think ahead. Years ago, I fastened one of my toe knuckles to the soul gem array.
I mean, sure, they come with cool artifacts and stuff, but
after you give those moss gargling cultists a good
pounding, always keep this in mind.
Chieftain Sulak.
Always keep this in mind. The one day, any Daedra you worship, your soul becomes theirs, basically, and you can't have a good afterlife. Yeah, I'm trying to remove the curse, and there's only one way to do that, and that's to kill the whole tribe, unfortunately. It's either that or remain cursed, so. But it's actually a good ending, so. It's probably one of the better endings of this quest.
Still alive. Stop! Stay away!
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you.
Who are you? Thank the gods, you would not believe what I've seen here. No, perhaps you would. Please, I need your help. We've got to save them.
Save who?
My guards and my partner Daryl were taken. Horrible men and skeletons attacked us. I think they're members of the worm cult. I got away, but I heard screams coming from their camp just down the hill. Can you help me?
I'll rescue them. Yeah, I wish there was a better way to remove the tribe's curse, but yeah, that's what I thought when I first played this game. Of course, I played on console way back when.
Quick, untie me before they come back and put my soul into that
I wish there was.
purple
ESO
rock.
makes you choose on certain quests, and sometimes not all the quests are the right one. What purple rock?
I think the necromancers called it an animus geode. Fancy name for an ugly purple stone used to steal someone's soul. Blessed Arche, I watched them murder all 4 of my guards.
What can I do?
Neris, Liam, Wilhelm and Garin are still imprisoned in those animus geodes. But I overheard the necromancers say the geodes are fragile, with spirits inside. I'll make a break for it. You smash the geodes, please. Don't let them suffer such a fate.
I'll save your souls. I'll set their souls free. My goodness, holy crap. Poppy's cold, goddamn.
You can't imagine the horrors in that thing.
Oh, I can imagine.
That accursed rock
So-
contains more horrors than oblivion.
So your character's backstory is that your soul, or that
Inside that thing is nothing. You cannot imagine.
I meant their flesh is gone. Is there any way? Is there a way in the world to gain that? Unfortunately, no. If there was, I'm sure that would be a good solution. But removing the curse is another matter. I mean, yes, okay, so like, their flesh has become their disguise for what they have become. So their flesh has become their disguise. So technically, they still have flesh. They still have flesh. Come on. They still have flesh.
Death will release me from the nothingness inside that thing.
But they're still technically cursed, even if they change their back to their flesh. Unfortunately. Sorry if I'm not explaining it properly, but yeah, that's the only thing. Is like they still have flesh, and they can change back and forth, but they're still technically cursed because due to that deal that they made with the Prince of Bargains himself.
I'll give up this prize easily? After I kill you, I'll make you my slave.
Don't know you, don't care. Sorry, someone was calling me. Someone random. Apparently. Damn callers. Yeah, so your character's story is that your soul was taken and by Molag Bal. But technically, you're basically what you would call a soul shriven. So a soul shriven. A mortal without a soul. And so
No, get away. Oh, it's you.
And the only way to keep yourself attuned is with sky shards. Technically speaking, of course. So basically, you were killed by this necromancer named Manamarco. And he ended up taking your soul and trapping it in Cold Harbor. So, not to spoil anything. But that's basically the gist of it. Your character's backstory is that you have no soul. You're basically a soul shriven, as they call it in Cold Harbor, in the lore.
I feared those necromancers had captured you. Such a pity about our guards. They served us well and never deserved such a fate. I'm going to stay here until I'm sure it's safe to travel. Best of luck to you, my friend.
Okie dokie. Yeah, that's basically the character's backstory. Your character's backstory. In a nutshell. But yeah, I would recommend this to anybody. You know, if it is your first Elder Scrolls game in a nutshell, I would recommend it to anybody. It's a really good game. What I would recommend is, now I know there's a new chapter coming out in June, and you can pre-purchase it on Steam. If you get the deluxe edition, you get all the chapters, all the past chapters. Or if you want to just get the base game, which comes with the main quest in Morrowind, you can do that too. So
You've returned.
yeah, I would highly recommend this game.
Soul Gem Array?
It's a very good game. Or if you want to just want to watch replay it, that's fine too. No one is obligated. No one is obligated, but yeah, I would recommend this game. Definitely. If you were wondering, I would. Definitely.
Then the worm cult holds no power over our village. But now, neither do I.
If you're into MMOs, I'm not, I know not everybody is into MMOs, but
due to the theft of the Soul Gem Array, the war chief and shaman asked me to step down. But as they dispute our future, it's my right to appoint an arbiter. So I appoint you.
Okay, what are you asking me to do?
Whether Still Rise Village continues or ends.
Yeah,
Preserve
yeah,
the Soul Gem Array
like
and
I said, you
remain
don't
as we
have
are,
to
in
if
this
you're not an
state
MMO
between
person,
life and
but
death. Destroy it, and
it's
you end
definitely
the
worth
curse,
trying out
allowing us
just
a
to see if you
final
like it.
rest.
I would recommend buy the base game first, because that in and of itself will give you a crap load of content, because you have the base game, all the alliances, Daggerfall, Ebonheart, and Aldbury, and you have the main quest and everything that goes with it, and then you have Morrowind. Those two things by themselves are enough content to last you a while. So why me?
Experiencing our curse uniquely suits you to deciding our fate. You should hear the Council of War Chief Halushk and Shaman Chira before making your decision.
Yeah, and that's only if you like it. And that's only if you like it. Like, just try it out. That's what I would recommend to any ESO play or new ESO player. Just try the game out, see if you like it. If you don't like it, you could always, I don't know what the policy on Steam is, but I think it's like a certain amount of hours played or whatever. I think, and you whatever. I don't know. I don't know the return policy of Steam, but yeah, it's definitely a worthwhile game. Definitely a worthwhile game. It's gotten better. It's coming up on its 10th anniversary now.
Shaman Chira whimpers about a curse, but the real curse is allowing someone else to control us with the Soul Gem Array. Something.
The worm cult nearly unlocked the secrets of the Soul Gem Array. If they could get their hands on it, so could anyone else. This torment will never end, unless you're the one to end it.
What do you think I should do with the Soul Gem Array?
Destroy it, so Clavicus Vile's grip upon us ends. Our bones may collapse, but our spirits will finally be free.
How should I destroy the Soul Gem Array?
Clavicus Vile provided the means on the day he cursed us. Deep in the Daedric ruins burn two braziers, one of ice, the other of fire. Placing the Soul Gem Array into the fires of destruction will destroy it.
Okay, one thing to note, like when ESO does this, when ESO gives you a choice to make, it's always going to be highlighted in red. And so right now I have two choices. And like I said before, the only way to free this village is to technically killed them off, which is unfortunate. Or keeping the curse alive and having the risk of this happening again. I personally always go with this option because I don't want to see anybody suffer, especially at the hands of Clavicus Val, because I just don't trust the guy. I'm sorry, I don't.
You'd kill our people to save them? What madness is that? My warriors won't allow you to perpetrate this foolishness.
Odious Chapel.
We'll stop your mad plan to destroy us.
Oh, we'll see about that.
Still preserve the soul gem array. We don't have to die.
So I also have a series going on for ESO right now. It's on my YouTube channel. I have a whole playlist. I think it's linked in the description of this stream. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's basically all my past videos and past live streams.
Your mad plan to destroy us.
Yeah, so all my past live streams and past videos of ESO are pink linked in the description of this stream. If not, you can find them on my YouTube channel. Oh my goodness.
You felt the true splendor of my gift to Stillrise Village. What gift have you for them, I wonder? Preserve their existence or end it forever? Which will it be? Probably the boring one. Heartless oaf. You destroy everyone in Stillrise Village, despite the ones who clearly wish to go on? All to end of pain and sickness they can no longer feel? How delicious. Now, be gone.
Okay, dude.
And so it ends. You made the choice, we could not. My people are now at peace.
I did what I had to do. I literally did. Oh, that was Clavicus Vile. That was Clavicus Vile.
At last, you freed us from our miserable existence. This was no life.
If you're wondering,
just
he's
a
the Daedric
mockery
Prince.
of better
He was the one
days.
that gave them this curse.
I feel Clavicus Vile's curse fading. It won't be long now.
Here you go.
Thank you for allowing us the dignity of death.
As I said, Clavicus Vile basically gives literal solutions to people's problems, which is all, which aren't always, which are never good. So they're never good. Yeah, which is why I don't ever take Clavicus Vile up on his offers or whatever. Oh god. Run away. My goodness. This is infested.
I am ruined. Horrible things. They've never done this before. I'm ruined. I should just let myself be eaten.
What happened?
Crocodiles. This route has always been safe before. I left the road to avoid wasps, and the crocodiles attacked. My favorite guar, wades in muck, fled into the swamp. The rest of my guar followed.
Did you lose much?
Everything. I thought I was so clever, trading all my gold for a large ruby. So much easier to hide from thieves. It's in one of the guar's bags, and now it's gone. I beg you, find my guar and ruby, please.
I'll find them for you.
Please, that isn't all I need. I'm hurt. I won't make it out on my own. Wades and Muck is out there somewhere. If you catch her, bring her back to me. I'm doomed without her.
How can I catch her?
Take these berries. Wades and Muck loves them. Feed her a few and she'll follow you anywhere.
I'll bring her back too.
Thank you. I'll be here waiting. Unless a crocodile gets me.
Oh, I wouldn't be too sure about that. I don't think you can. I don't think you can. Good thought, though. Yeah, really good thought, though. Go away, we're on my crap. Go away. For fuck's sakes. Run home, little rabbit, run. I know, right?
Wade's in muck, and she's unhurt. The Hist guided you as I knew it would. But did it also guide you to my ruby?
Yeah,
Please,
so
tell
it's...
me.
Yes, in a crocodile's stomach.
No details, please. With Wade's in muck and my ruby back, I just may survive this trip. I kept a few coins for expenses. Here, take them with my thanks. By the Hist, I'll be more careful next time. If you're ever in Duskwallow Hamlet, my nest is yours.
Where's Duskwallow Hamlet?
Far to the south. I travel all over Shadowfen, selling my goods in every town and city. I had a particularly good season this year, until the crocodiles attacked. Still, I can probably catch and train more Pact on my way back.
What can you tell me about the area?
Stormhold's the largest settlement, a good place for trade. My main route takes me to Stillrise and Mudtree Village. I used to travel down to Zook too, but not in the last few years.
Mudtree Village?
Mudtree was once an old Dunmer fort, but now it's a mining town. My people used to be slaves to the Dunmer, but now they mine for a living. I heard rumblings about goblins at the mines lately, though.
What do you know about Zook?
I haven't been to Zook in a long time. It was a Kathringi village, but the Nahatan flu took a heavy toll there. Now that I think about it, a merchant in Stillrise said something about a brother who lived in Zook, I think.
Zook, huh? Where would that be? No. Oh yeah, I've heard about Dungeons and Dragons. I actually watched the movie. I haven't played it myself. Personally. I haven't played it myself. But I want to. I want to. Hatching pools. Where is this place? I'm so lost. But yeah, I've heard about Dungeons and Dragons, definitely. Who hasn't? Who hasn't heard about Dungeons and Dragons?
What will we do? I erect the spine of welcome to you. If you have time, I need assistance.
Why do you want to talk to me?
My Clutch brothers and I came seeking our brother, but we're too late. Filth-ridden goblins have taken over the Mudtree Village mine. If Miharil is still alive, the goblins are between us and him. We're not warriors, but you could save him.
Any idea where I should begin?
Speak to the Overseer, Suri Dreth. She knows more of the goblins and those accursed mines. Do not trust her completely. She was master here in the terrible time before the Pact.
If your brother's still alive, I'll find him.
Goblins are odious creatures, and our poor egg brother is trapped in there.
Nice.
For that, you should talk to No Yehim. It was his misfortune to be a slave here. He went into the village.
Sorry, but if you're here to buy iron, the metalworks is running low. A minor labor dispute, that's all. Come back in a few days and I'll give you a good deal on iron ingots.
I'm looking for Mihail.
Mihail? His brothers put you up to this? Well, he's not here. He's in the mine with more valuable, productive employees. Now, excuse me, I've got a labor problem to deal with.
You mean your goblin problem?
Damn those Argonians. They can't keep anything quiet. All right, it's goblins. You want Mihail? Then rescue my workers. Just try not to kill the goblins. Oh, and bring back their goblin totem.
Why the concern about these goblins? What does a totem have to do with this?
I don't need an all-out war. Not until the Vice Cannons send help. The fewer dead, the fewer angry goblins. And with that totem, I'll have some bargaining power.
How do I avoid killing the goblins?
Well, I had the men gather table scraps from the mess. There's no food in that mine. The goblins will be starving. Throw scraps at them, and they'll go mad for it. They might even fight over it. That's better than good. If you can get this mess sorted out, and we'll be back to business as usual, and I won't have to listen to any more of Tel Dravel's moaning. It's not operational without miners, if you catch my meaning. What do you really want?
Can't you spare more food scraps? I'm trying to save your mine.
Take some more. It's not like slop is expensive. Well, their camp's above the mine. We employed a few of them, but otherwise we left each other alone. I don't know why they'd be upset at us. Maybe they decided we looked funny. Or maybe they wanted my favorite dress. Either way, it has to stop.
Well, thank you, man. Yeah, appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, I understand. Understand completely. Sometimes life happens. But yeah, appreciate you stopping by.
Suri finally sent help? The goblins went crazy and started killing without warning. I barely escaped. Thanks, stranger. I got separated from Aid v Iron Kettle and Mihail. They ran to the Argonian huts and I hid here. I hope they're all right. Ow. Oh, absolutely, man. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're not a goblin. If I had a weapon, I would have flattened all these stinking runts, but they caught me by surprise. I told Suri this was a bad idea.
Suri sent me. Have you seen the other miners?
Lenam Sero fled further into the mine, but Mihail ran into that hut. I'm not sure if he's still alive. Frankly, I don't care. That lazy scaleskin left me to die. Many thanks, my friend. When we meet again, the mead will be on me.
Who are you? Did Suri send you to kill me?
I'm here to save the workers, not kill you.
They must think me thick-shelled, and they be right. I came to help. No one, Not even a goblin deserves to be a slave. Suri Dreth used their totem to control them. So I stole the totem. I thought if I returned it to the goblins, they'd leave.
And they're still here.
And they even chose a war chief and settled in. They'll keep attacking the village until the vice cannons wipe them out. Help me clear the blood from my name.
Suri Dreth. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Suri Dreth wants the totem returned to her.
So she can enslave the goblins again. That would bring peace, of sorts. I can't bear that. If I had the totem, perhaps I could solve this. Go out the mine's back exit to the goblin camp above us. The war chief must have the totem.
Here, I'll bring it back.
Please hurry. If the vice cannons arrive before we get the totem, they'll just kill or enslave the goblins again. This was supposed to be a clear stream, but it is now fouled with blood. I'll tell you what I can. I'm no expert on goblins. Goblins always chase after their totems. Suri knew that. She paid someone to steal it from the goblins. She lured them here, and then hired a maid to enchant the thing. Apparently, goblins are easy to charm. I don't think it would be good. I heard a story once about an Argonian who destroyed a goblin totem. He wanted to save his village. The goblins went on a rampage for weeks. They shredded tree, hut, and nest alike. After I gave it to them, the biggest beat the others into submission and took it. So now he is the war chief. He's probably close to the center of their camp. They circle around their totems like flies on a carcass.
Okay.
I figured Suri Dreth would send someone after the totem. Just had to hide nearby and wait for rescue. And here you are. I'm not delirious enough to think she sent you to save me.
What are you doing down here?
Suri Dreth brought me in to keep the goblins in line. That trinket of theirs only does so much. All these years of experience breaking slaves to be properly obedient, and then a damn goblin stabs me.
Tell me anything. Tell me everything.
That soft-hearted Argonian stole the totem, breaking its spells. I'll wear his hide for boots. Goblins are animals. We were teaching them a trade. With you here, there's still hope to salvage this mess.
How so?
Beat on some goblins for a bit, then slam that totem down in front of them. They'll cower at the sight. While you do that...
Quick! Give me the totem. I'll use it to lead the goblins into the swamps. They won't bother anyone after that. Sure, they're not civilized, but they don't deserve this abuse.
How do you know the goblins will listen to you?
I don't, but I have to try. If we enslave them, what does that say about us? It isn't about the goblins, really. It's about what we want the Pact to be. And I want it to be better. May the rains be ever on your back, friend. This nightmare will be over shortly. Let my brothers know I'll see them soon. Good riddance, Thragnar the Failure. To freedom!
I have been waiting for our brother's return. He is somewhere among the goblins. May he find...
You're the hero who defeated Alexander.
Thank you for getting me out of that mine. My husband and I are indebted to you. Once things have calmed down, I'll get you that mead I promised. And it'll be good stuff from Hodmar's private stock, assuming the goblins haven't stolen it.
I found this rune stone in the goblin camp. In the hand of a dead Nord.
Why, they ate. No. My beloved Hodmar. He was so strong, so tough. I thought he made it out alive. By Mara, I'll kill those goblins, one and all. Ooh.
My brother went to lead the goblins away. We're hoping he succeeds and returns safely. Thanks for your help, my friend.
Glad I could help.
May the swamp give you bountiful fruit, plentiful fish, and sharp stones, my friend. You've done a great service for our egg brother, and it will not be forgotten.
Get out before...
I'm supposed to find help here? Is this the best place to recruit extra hands outside Stormhold? Unbelievable. It's a pit. After this, I go to Bogmother. As if the Mother of Bogs is a place I want to be.
Why are you recruiting?
The Pact needs help. The Vice Cannons, more specifically. Vice Cannon Hrondar, to be completely specific. Actually, we need his gerent, Servild. He's in charge of an expedition to recover Argonian relics from the Bogmother ruins.
And he needs help?
I guess. Why else would I be recruiting? The ruins are said to be infested with beasts of some type. I'm sure they'll pay for swords, and that will serve the good of the Pact. You're a loyal citizen of the Pact, aren't you?
I'll send Servild a hand.
You're the help Ganthus sent? Looks like he finally did something right. Welcome. I'm Servild Steelwind, Vice Cannon Hrondar's deputy.
Thank you. What can I do to help?
I need to get all the relics rounded up, but my fool son has run off into the swamp again. No help, that one. I swear he takes after his mother's side of the family. Enough about my problems. I'm just glad you're here. Servild Steelwind, deputy to the Vice Cannon Hrondar. My son and I were sent to this festering sewer on a mission of vital importance to the Pact.
And how can I help?
A number of Argonian relics are scattered throughout this swamp. I've been told that they're powerful enough to turn the tide of the war in our favor. I was skeptical, but the Dominion presence here seems to confirm it. We need to get to them first. They don't look like much. Little Argonian carvings. I have no idea why they're so important. You'll find them inside 4 reliquaries, near the stone altars in the swamp. My son and I were delayed on the road. A Pact scout should be here any minute to take the relics back to Stormhold. If I'm not here, he'll raise an alarm that would wake dead Isgramor. I sent my boy to get them, but he's worthless. Norland. Boy couldn't find his own arse with a clairvoyance spell. Takes after his whoring mother. Enough talk. When you find the relic...
What are you doing? Are you insane? Don't you know what taking those relics will do to the Dreg?
Your father told me to collect them.
What? Our orders were to protect the reliquaries. Removing the relics is the worst thing you could do. This is a disaster!
He said you went to collect them but never came back?
Removing the relics will enrage the Dreg. The tree minders will lose control over them.
Should I put them back?
It's not that simple. There's a whole ritual to perform. The tree minders must first calm the Dreg, and then return the relics to their containers. But my father knows this. He knows the relics can't be disturbed. This is madness!
What can we do?
We must warn the tree minders. Take the relics to Tree Minder Ralital. Her camp is near the ruins. She'll know what to do. I'll go back to the camp and speak to my father. There must be a logical explanation for this.
I'll go to the Tree Minder's camp.
My father wasn't at our camp. Wait, where are Tree Minder Ralital and the others? A tree minder never leaves a fire untended.
They were already gone when I arrived.
Even if Tree Minder Ralital was called away, one of the other tree minders should have stayed to tend the fire. My father would sooner lose an arm than disobey orders. I smell treachery. I'll wager this is some twisted Dominion plot.
How can I help?
Give the relics to me. You've done enough damage for one day. Forgive me. I've no right to blame you. You were only following my father's orders. You can trust me. The relics will be safe with me until we locate Tree Minder Ralital and the others.
Where should we look?
The Dreg may have taken them. They've been driven insane with bloodlust. Dreg buried their captured prey alive, in piles of hardened mud. We must find them before they suffocate.
I'll search for Tree Minder Ralital and the others.
We should separate to cover more ground. If you find them, bring them back to this camp. Make haste! Every moment.
Freed at last. Not safe here. Come, my camp is at the ruins. This mud is my mother. Njorlund breathes no more. Sithis has called him back to chaos.
He was alive when I left him.
Look at the blade. That's Servild's weapon. What could drive a father to such madness that he would murder his own hatchling?
Servild asked me to collect the relics.
Then Servild has betrayed us all. Perhaps he has been taken by some madness. Or perhaps he is in league with our enemies. Balance must be restored. Where are the relics now?
I gave the relics to Njorlund Sealwind.
Yet here is his body, and the relics are nowhere to be found. If Servild was an agent of the Dominion, the relics could already be in our enemies' hands. In time, they will discover how to use them to control the Dreg.
Where could Servild take the relics?
The Dominion camp, at Bog's Edge. I'm no warrior, but there is something I can do. A ritual that might serve as a diversion. I'll need something from their camp. Something laden with their scent. Can you do this?
I'll find something at the Dominion camp.
When you have the item, bring it to the reliquary within these ruins. I'll prepare myself for the ritual and meet you there. Place the bedding. Raise the hist. You return safely. You have something with our enemy's scent? Place the bedding in the reliquary. My ritual will plant the seed of the Dominion's destruction in the minds of the Dreg. The prey's scent is placed into a sacred vessel to attract the nearest predator. This ritual will turn the Dreg on the dry-skinned fools who seek to enslave them. The Dominion must be stopped. Is planted. The Dreg are frenzied by the Dominion scent. Servild must be stopped, and the relics returned. The wind tells me that they are near Mud Shallow Cave in the Dominion camp. Make haste. You have nothing to fear. Your smell will be sun-blessed to their senses, and the Dominion dryskins will smell like prey, the most delicious freshwater trout. Go quickly, before Servild...
won't live to tell this tale. You won't live to expose me.
The winds have changed. The storm clouds part. You have the relics, yes? I can sense them. Zuth, I have heard of such things, but didn't think the Dominion capable of such a horrific act. Skin stealers. And yet, the spirits of Njorland and Sayrvild rejoin the One, and their empty shells nourish the roots of the tree. Many thanks to you. I must return the relics to their rightful places, and quickly.
Fuck's sakes.
Just in time. We've got a mess on our hands. Worse than after a dog eats a cheese wheel.
What happened?
The Dominion ambushed us. I'd be ashamed to call it a rout if I wasn't considering how in oblivion they knew. At least we've learned where they are, even if it's butcher's work to get them out of that place. Our attack was a disaster. The other vice cannons agreed to keep our forces together. Should have known they'd peel off the moment I turned my back. If they weren't keeping Stormhold from tearing itself apart, I'd let them boil in a fish kettle. That's the mess. If they're smart, they retreated to a defensible position. My scouts here spotted a cave in the ruins. Before I return to my regiment and order an assault, I need someone to break through enemy lines and confirm they're alive. The cave's smack in the middle of Tenma Walk. The Dominions locked it tighter than a High Elf's fundament. Might have to knock a few heads to get past them. We each think the other vice cannons are incompetent. Ha! No, it's politics, plain and simple. The one who stays behind looks out of touch, so off we came to the mark. Politics be damned. Next time we draw straws for staying dry and Stormhold. When the Dominion ambushed us, they made a deliberate effort to split our forces. If Hetamin and Servina have any sense on the battlefield, they'd recognize that and stay together. We each think the other vice cannons are incompetent. Ha! No, Why does anyone invade anywhere? Those pristine towers of theirs must get boring. Maybe a good brawl in the mud beats chasing their cousins for kisses. Truth is, I don't care why. I care to get them out.
How did you find us? Unless you're a skin stealer. Keep your hands empty, if you please. But you don't stink of death. You're likely what you seem. What remains for you to share is why you came here. Still with us, is he? That man is luckier than a Khajiit in an abandoned fishery. What does Rondar want? If it's for me to say he was right about sticking together, he can drown himself in a bog. We don't need rescuing. We need Rondar to recognize we're bait in another Dominion trap. Tell him I won't allow such wasteful theatrics on our behalf. If you find Vice Canon Rondar's regiment, you'll find him. Tell him to call off his attack before the Dominion picks him apart. He shouldn't throw away his soldiers for what little remains of our forces.
I'll warn the Vice Canon.
If Vice Canon Rondar sends for reinforcements, he'll gain enough soldiers to clear these Dominion muckworms from the ruins. We can manage until then. It's a good place to fight with our tails to the wall.
You should keep your own face. It suits you better.
They came from underground. I saw them drag the others away.
Tell me what happened.
We prepared to assault the cave when the soldier beside me stabbed me in the back. When I fell, I saw my own regiment attack itself. Those skin stealers wore our friends' faces to betray us from within. Do you think that they have my face now?
Are you the only one left?
I saw them take Ukatse alive. Knocked him out. Dragged him away to that altar like a piece of meat. Don't let them steal his face.
Where is Vice Canon Rondar?
Untie me before she returns.
Before who returns?
That crazy elf. She tried to cut my chest, but I kicked her off the altar. Said she'd be back with a duller knife so it would last longer. Wait. I smell her. Cut me loose. Don't let her steal my face. Thank you, friend.
Stay away from my new
Meet me in that
face.
cave.
Magistrix Box was finally defeated.
What madness! Soldiers died thinking our own ranks betrayed us. I'd like to feed those skin stealers to a Wamasu at the flux. I saw Vice Cannon Rondar's guard lead him away before the attack. If his guard was skin stealers, he's in grave danger. I heard a pine thrush call, but those birds aren't native to Black Marsh. Then I saw my friend raise her mace and bring it down on my helmet. But now I know their smell. Sweet with decay, like swamp water. A lingering taste of burnt leaves. I'm not just the best-looking scout in Shadowfen. I'm also the best tracker. I can pick up Vice Cannon Rondar's scent and lead us right to him. I'll need someone to watch my back while I follow my nose. We should work in pairs with skin stealers about, yes?
I'll watch your back.
Then I'll shadow you and alert you when I pick up Vice Cannon Rondar's scent. Ready when you're ready.
Alright, let's find Vice Cannon Rondar.
Brought him past the cave. Strange. It isn't locked. They dragged him up this straight ahead. He didn't struggle. Vice Cannon. Oh no. We'll find who did this. Did you find any sign of who did this to him? Something's wrong. He smells very dead.
Vice Cannon Rondar wasn't killed recently.
If the Vice Cannon was dead this whole time, was it a skin stealer who launched the attack on the cave? Or before that, when we lost the other Vice Cannons?
You can tell skin stealers by smell. You have noticed before.
Vice Cannon Rondar always smelled of mead. I didn't. I should have. Zeus! What secrets do the Dominion already know?
We should tell the other Vice Cannons about this.
You're right. They'll know what to do. They have to. Despite his rough manner, Vice Cannon Rondar was a hero to many in Stormhold. When this is all over, he'll have a fitting burial. This impostor must be found before he can fool anyone else. But I think I know where he's hiding.
Where?
Vice Cannon Rondar ordered us to stay away from a nearby hill. If it was his skin stealer, he must have held us back for a reason. I bet he's hiding below the hill's surface. The buried temple complex must have an entrance there.
What kind of entrance?
A doorway, maybe stairs, or a portal of some kind. I'd join you, but I'm no use in tight quarters. I'll inform the Vice Cannons of what happened, yes?
I'll find Vice Cannon Rondar's imposter.
come to me, mortal. Curious. You dabble in their spells and break into their outpost. Oh, how he misjudged you. How grand.
Are you the one behind the skin stealers?
Yes, you marvelous fool. I allowed them to pull me from oblivion, bind my essence, and siphon my power because I'm secretly behind their shabby little plans. Oh, but you don't know about those, do you?
Tell me what you know about the Dominion's plans.
You've heard of Ruvatar, the celebrated Dominion alchemist. It's all his doing, you know. I'll tell you his plans for your impending doom. For a small favor, of course.
What kind of favor?
You must find the pair of altars binding me, further inside the complex. Do so, and I pledge to share the Dominion's plans and direct you to their most prized possession. Also, I pledge not to violate your corpse on your burial day. A true bargain. Within each altar you'll find simple foci. A mortal's touch destroys them and removes my bonds. Then all I offer is yours.
What are you doing? Hide before the Dominion spots you. You fight the Dominion. You haven't tried to cut off my head yet. You aren't here to worship Daedra, then. So what in Oblivion are you doing in a Daedric temple overrun by Dominion skin stealers?
I could ask you the same thing.
Fair point, fair point. All right, I won't deny it. Friends and I came looking for Daedric tidbits to sell to mages. Then those Dominion soldiers came. They were thick on the ground until today. I was about to make a break for it when I saw you.
Where are your friends?
Caught, one by one. I'm the only one alive. Well, alive and wearing my own skin. Hey, let's help each other escape. You draw their attention and I'll slip past them. What do you say?
What did they do to your friends?
Used a captive Dremora to pull their souls from their body and seal them in magic rocks. Then, well, you've seen how these Dominion wear faces. I still hear their voices, calling from those rocks. They're dead, but still in pain. What a scam.
The Dremora said she'll tell me the Dominion's plans if I free her.
Smart idea, dealing with Daedra. Before the Dominion came, she promised my friend the night of his life for a drop of his blood. I guess being flayed alive counts as the night of his life. She wore his scales like a robe. Seems trustworthy, yes?
Is there another way to stop the Dominion's plans?
Maybe. I spent many cramped nights listening to Ruvatar, the High Elf in charge of this place. I'm sure I could piece it together. But my friends don't deserve to be trapped in glowing rocks. Free them, and I'll help you. A good deal, yes?
Alright, I'll free your friends if you help me with stop the skin stealers.
Trust me, it's for the best. I'll make my way to the inner chamber, where Ruvatar spent most of his time. Try not to attract the Dremora's attention while you're about. She's a vengeful creature. The Dominion captured their souls in strange rocks. They're...
To the side! Flank, now!
Good thing you didn't release the Dremora. We'd both be ribbons in her hair. Behind her, there's a door to what Ruvatar called the Vault. They have hist sap in there, stored in giant vats.
Why do they need hist sap?
It's part of their skin-stealing magic. The real question is, where'd they get so much? Wait, I don't want to know. Whatever they did to the hist sap turned it flammable. Once we enter the Vault, set those vats on fire to end this nightmare.
How do we enter the vault?
That's the easy part. I heard Ruvatar mutter the words 100 times. Maybe you can get something useful out of that Dremora before she realizes you double-crossed her. If you keep her busy, I'll open the door.
You're no fool to withhold your trust. Commendable, truly. But you'll go no further without my help. Destroy these bindings and free me.
You promised to tell me about the Dominion's plans?
Your reticence is infuriatingly enticing. Very well. Ruvatar used hist sap and my stolen essence to create his skin stealers. The hist sap is what steals the victim's memories. It's all to acquire the Nemic egg. With it, he has all of Black Marsh.
How can the Mimic egg give him all of Black Marsh?
My patience grows thinner than you'll be after I fit you with a scathing girdle. Fail to uphold this bargain and I'll instruct you in pains of which you've never conceived, mortal. Wait, what is that swamp rat doing to the vault door?
He's opening it.
Then gaze upon your doom. Ruvatar and his prize.
Oh, I didn't get them pulled just yet. But I am going to. And when I do, I'll be out for a few days. Yeah, I'll be out for a few days when that happens. I won't be able to talk very well. I thought I was getting my teeth pulled, but it's just the consultation, or whatever they call it. Yeah. I actually might cut that series short. I don't want to ruin all of Bruma, because there's just so much to do. But what I'm going to do is
No sign of Ruvatar, but the Nord over there is definitely a skin stealer.
But yeah, so what I'm planning on doing for the Bruma series, since I already did like a 2-hour plus,
about my Daedric relic.
2-hour plus episode, which basically had me do a lot of side quests, which that's all Bruma is just mostly side quests. There's really no main quest to Bruma, at least not yet, at least not until Beyond Skyrim Cyrodiil comes out. So what I'm planning on doing is leaving it at 4 episodes, you know, because and then once I do my other playthroughs, I'll do a more extensive walkthrough on it.
When you approach, that Nord skin stealer will kill those prisoners and gain power from their deaths, something the Daedra worshippers used to do in Ten Marwalk. I'll run in and release their bonds. I've untangled worse knots, magical or otherwise. Then I'll stay here and avoid getting my tail lopped off by a skin stealer. If you strike fast enough, maybe he won't have time to harm them. Let me know if you... No sign of Ruvatar, but the Nord...
Anyone could be a skin stealer. Anyone! Never find all of us. They are everywhere.
Follow me. The exit is this way. You stopped the skin stealers in Ten Marwalk. I can go home.
What about Ruvatar?
Yes. I heard him complain this ruin didn't hold everything he needed. He left to find a place of power where he could use his special egg. What did he call it again?
The Nimic egg?
Yes, that's the one. Here, this portal leads beyond the ruins. I'll stay here and see about freeing any prisoners stuck inside. And if you're planning to inform the Vice Canons of Ruvatar, perhaps leave me out of your report, yes? Yes.
Oh.
Did that work?
Better.
Is there no hope?
Ukatse informed us you had entered the ruins to pursue Vice Canon Rondar's imposter. Whatever you did in the ruins caused a lot of panic amongst the Dominion. We chose our moment and pushed out of the cave. Vice Canon Hatamine was wounded in the process, but she'll survive.
Did everyone make it out?
Yes, but Vice Canon Rondar's death weighs heavily on Hatamine. She says she should have known. Poor thing. We were all fooled. But enough of our troubles. Did you stop his imposter?
I stopped the imposter, but the Dominion has something called the Nimic egg.
Once she's recovered, Vice Canon Hatamine will no doubt celebrate your accomplishment. But this artifact you mentioned, the Nimic egg, do you know anything of its whereabouts?
The High Elf Ruvatar brought it to a place of power. I don't know where.
A Dominion general, perhaps. Whoever he is, will stop his march through Shadowfen. I'll appoint Ukatse to lead the scouts in our search for Ruvatar. I swear to you, he'll account for the Dominion's terror. This Nemic egg is unknown to me. If it originated in Shadowfen, perhaps an Argonian would know more.
Should we ask Vice Canons Hatamine?
I had someone else in mind. Argonian keepers know the history and legends of their lands. I'm positive one of the keepers at the hatching pools could tell us of the Nemic egg.
What can I do?
Vice Canon Hatamine and I must rally the remnants of Stormhold's forces to the hatching pools. If the Skin Stealers took Vice Canon Rondar, they'll know what he knew. Rendezvous with our forces at the hatching pools. We must learn what the Dominion plans for the Nemic egg.
I'll meet you at the hatching pools then.
Can you lend a helping hand? We meet again. I never. Your kindness is appreciated.
Who are you? So, scavenger, have you enjoyed picking through the hamlet's bones? Have you found all the treasures you desire?
I saw Treeminder's body at the village edge. I wanted to find out what happened.
Now you want to tell stories. Very well. I will tell you one of my own. The Dominion came. They coveted our history. When we would not allow them to tap it, they slaughtered everyone and drained the tree of its sap.
Why would they do that?
They did not tell us their plans. Now the history has been drained, and my people have nowhere to go when they die. They linger, trapped in madness.
Is there anything I could do?
You wish to atone for your looting? Good. This existence is unnatural for us. Our spirits must return to the Hist. Take what you've pilfered to my hut. I'll meet you there. you seen our agony? We are not like this. It's torment to endure this way. They killed us, how else? They demanded the history's sap, as though it was ours to give. This existence is an abomination. We must do something. More specifically, I need you to do something.
What do you need?
I have a little power left. You have the staff piece. Together, we become a tool. Subdue spirits by force. Then, use the staff to absorb their energy. We'll meet at the tree for the next step.
Fair now.
Fewer of my fellow spirits haunt the hamlet. Did it work? My staff can only hold so much. It's only a small branch of the hist tree. If they are not too mad, these spirits may have enough energy to restore the hist tree. Then we can return to its warm embrace. Give me the staff. Spirit of the hist, receive... No! My blood boils inside me. How can this be? Soothe. No. Heat. The stench. The flames. This tree screams. It suffers and spreads its torment to us. Can't you hear it? Those screams. They'll drive us mad. They're boiling, distilling and destroying what's left of our hist tree's sap. Quickly, take my staff again. The Dominion's camps are near. Find them and use what power is left. Destroy their vats, and the staff can call the hist sap back to us.
Don't attract their... Come here. Quietly, please. While I was hunting, the Dominion killed my family and friends. These warmbloods must die. They've turned this place into a forsaken hamlet. I can pick off their scouts, but their leader, who deserves death most of all, is too strong for me. He's the sadist who slaughtered innocents and hatchlings. They call him Maldor. I've seen his filthy banner over their camp. Burn his banner. Defile his camp. He's too proud to ignore an insult. Cut out his heart, if he has one, and bring it to me.
cure. I need healing.
How dare you! Death for your insolence!
Healer! You can't kill the commander, filth.
I heard the alarms from the Dominion camp. Is the butcher dead? Ah, yes. This will help my egg brothers and egg sisters rest in peace. Follow me. You'll see. Beautiful, wasn't it? Maldor wanted to consume the power of the Hist, but instead, he was consumed. I have a reward for you. It isn't much, but I stole this from their camp. It's yours. Now to make the rest of these invaders suffer.
Madness fades, but so do we. Did anything go wrong? Good. It's quieter now as the madness fades. With the aid of my eggkin, I can restore the history, but it must be done quickly. We're fading. I don't know why, but our essence, our very being, drifts away on the breeze. I don't think the Dominion will give up so easily. My guess is that they'll come back. If they do, you'll have to protect the ritual. See to your needs. Then let me know when I should begin. If they interfere, our essence will fade before the history is restored. Don't expect help from my fellow spirits. I will draw on what little power they have left to strengthen my prayers. The rest of the burden is on you. Very well. Last time, the Dominion came from the north, driving toward the history. They are not the most cunning creatures, so I would expect the same this time. You must...
Merry Dominion! Now!
Move aside!
The ritual is complete. Are those mammal lickers still attacking? Our ritual was a success. A bitter one, to be sure. We died, but our history lives. As we return to the Hist, so will the tree heal. Someday, there will be a new clutch hatched here. If ever you return, they will remember your courage.
Alright. I think I'll end the stream there. Alright. Alright. Anyways, thank you all for joining me. Appreciate it. But yeah. Yeah, so I'll end the stream there. I'll end the stream there and stuff. And yeah. Anyways, I will catch you on the next one. I probably will be streaming tomorrow. So yeah, so I'll probably stream tomorrow and stuff, and I'll yeah, finish up do a little bit more Shadowfen, and yeah. Anyways, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye guys.